Ladies and gentlemen, would you make welcome Pam Linton?
The wayward wind is a restless wind, a restless wind that yearns to wander. The next of kin to the wayward wind, in a lonely shack by a railroad track he spent his younger days, and I guess the sound of the outward bound made him a slave to his wandering ways. The wayward wind is a restless wind, a restless wind that yearns to wander, and he was for the next of kin, the next of kin to the wayward wind. Right now, would you give a nice warm South Dakota welcome to the Cottonheads? Oh, I met him there in a border town. We vowed we'd never part, though he tried his best to settle down. Now I'm alone with a broken heart. Wayward wind is a restless wind, a restless wind that yearns to wander, and he was for the next of kin, the next of kin to the wayward wind, the next of kin to the wayward wind. Thank you so very much, and welcome to the WNAX Freedom Stage this afternoon. It's my pleasure to make a very, very special introduction this afternoon. I want you to welcome very warmly the governor of the great state of South Dakota and his lovely First Lady. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Bill Janklow, would you welcome them to the stage, please?
Thank you very much. Let me just take a second. Sherwin Linton and his group, for decades, have really been an integral part of South Dakota. But it isn't just the entertainment value that they bring. Frankly, what they really bring is a caring attitude for other people. And so I really thought it would be befitting this year, after all the years that they've spent entertaining, bringing happiness, and bringing comfort to folks, that I would make a proclamation. This is Sherwin, where are you? Come on out here. I didn't see you when I came up. There you are. Whereas Sherwin Linton, a native South Dakotan, has maintained high ethical standards of decorum, exemplifying the true South Dakota spirit while traveling throughout the United States. And whereas Sherwin Linton has voluntarily performed for thousands of residents in nursing homes and hospitals, brightening their days and spreading goodwill. And whereas Sherwin Linton continues to provide enjoyment to scores of people across the nation through his recordings and personal appearances, and whereas Sherwin Linton has written and recorded numerous songs proclaiming for posterity the greatness of this wonderful state of South Dakota. And whereas Sherwin Linton has always maintained a willing spirit, a professional attitude, graced with honesty and integrity, and through his work has brought honor to the great state of South Dakota. Now therefore I, William Janklow, Governor of the state of South Dakota, do proclaim August 31st, 1997 as Sherwin Linton Day in South Dakota. Signed, William Janklow, attested to Joyce Hazeltine, Secretary of State. This is just a small token of what this man has really meant to South Dakota and people in need. Thank you, Sherwin.
Thank you very much, Governor Janklow. This is an honor and a day I'll always treasure in my memories of my touring all over the country. And someone asked me a few months ago how long I was going to keep on entertaining. I guess people think I'm, ready to keel over. I'm 58 years old, but I've been doing this for a long time, 41 years, and we keep on doing it. And I said, well, I guess I'll do it as long as I can, as long as there's anybody there to listen to me. Because when I started out playing, I played because I enjoyed performing and singing songs. And if nobody would have ever listened, I'd have probably still done it anyway, because I enjoyed music so much. And we like all kinds of music. So we've always tried to include not only country music, but a lot of course, we grew up in the 50s with the rock and roll of that time and rockabilly, and a variety of other styles too, everything from some pop and jazz to a little of everything. We always try to enjoy as much of the various genres of music as we can put into our show, and also give as much as we can to the people that enjoy what we do. So thank you very much, Governor Janklow, and thank you to all of our friends here in South Dakota. and made a see ya. Hey boy, I said, this car come on out to the South Dakota. Hey, lost comienza de la de la Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Well, what a wonderful day we have here in beautiful weather. And we've just had a great day all since 7:30 this morning. Came out here and they had a church service here. It's just a lot of real wonderful moments. And great to see a lot of longtime friends out here. How many of you folks out here have seen our show somewhere before? Applaud if you've ever seen us before. Okay. Quite a few of you. How many people never seen us before? Oh, we got 3 or 4. Okay, well, glad to have you out here along with us again. I'm going to take you back to about 1956. I started my first little group at that time in Watertown. We had a group called Sherwin Linton and the Rocketeers, and played around that area a little bit, played our rockabilly and country music. And one time in 1956, late 1956, it had to be pretty late 1956, it was 10 below out, I remember. I hitchhiked from Watertown to Redfield. I think it took me 2 rides to get there. Didn't tell my mom I was going to do that, but it was a real important thing for me. I got over there so that I could see a Grand Ol Opry troupe of entertainers entertaining, and Marty Robbins was the headliner of that show. He introduced this song that night, and it gave me goosebumps then. I still enjoy the song. It's my favorite country song of all time. Well, I never thought I'd sing the blues, 'cause I never thought that I'd ever lose your love, dear. Why'd you do me this way? Everything's wrong and nothing is right without you. You got me singing the blues. appreciate that. In the late 50s and early 60s, we started a little group called the Fender Benders. Maybe some of you remember that, but I bet you, even if you never saw us entertain with that group, you might remember hearing this song that we did. Good morning, Captain. Good morning, you, sir. You need another meal skin. Not too bad for a start. Let's get everybody in on this, okay? Well, hey! That's a whole lot better. You know, there's a lot of bands and entertainers that travel around the country doing their songs that they did 30, 40, 50 years ago, and they try to get you to sing along on a verse or two or a chorus with an identifiable line that maybe has 30, 40 words in it. We make it real easy, just one word. Everybody all together, here we go. Well, hey! That's even better. One more time, I love it. Well, hey! Fantastic. Little water boy. Bam, up, get down. Wham, wham. Oh, 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 oh. If you don't like it, just fall. Up, get down. Oh, oh. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Here is a little medley, you might say. In fact, we're going to do a couple of these songs in their entirety. Some songs that we had pretty good success with back in the 60s and early 70s. We had a song called Cotton King, and it got into the national top 10. And also, we recorded an old show tune from a show, Paint Your Wagon. The song was, they called the Wind Mariah, and we kind of had a country version of that, and we had one of the many different renditions of You Gave Me a Mountain. We're going to do all those for you right now. They call me lucky little rich boy, got everything. He's the son of a cotton king in a mansion down in Georgia. Late one Sunday morning, my papa started passing out 4-bit cigars. I had just been born. From that day on, he started giving me everything. The neighbors used to laugh and call me Silver Spoon. Papa was a cotton king. Papa was a cotton king. They call me big silk sheets and I wore patent leather shoes. Some of my friends were poor folks, didn't have a thing. Sometimes it made me feel kind of bad. Papa was a cotton king. Papa was a cotton king. They called me lucky little rich boy, got everything. Ain't the son of a cotton king. Now I recall the bad years. Cotton wouldn't grow at all. Papa had to sell everything he had, and Papa passed away that fall. Mama and me, we got a little place. We don't need a thing. I make a good living working every day in the field for another man they call the Cotton King. They call lucky little rich boy, got everything. He's the son of a Cotton King. They call me lucky little rich boy, got everything. He's the son of a Cotton King. Way out here they have a name for rain and wind and fire. The rain is Tess, the fire's Joe, and they call the wind Mariah. Mariah knows the stars around and sets the clouds a-flying. Mariah makes the mountains sound like folks was up there dying. They call before I knew Mariah's name or heard her wailing one day. I had a girl and she had Wow. Hey, how many people out here love the state fair? Say, yeah, sure, you betcha. How many people like country music? Say, yeah, sure, you betcha. All right. We were here in 1974 and 75 on this same stage, and we also played in the grandstand some years back in the 70s. We appeared on Centennial stage here several times in recent years, and it's a pleasure to be back here on the Freedom stage once again. We're sponsored here for 3 days by WNAX Radio in Yankton, South Dakota, and so a nice round of applause to the folks from WNAX and to the State Fair. I appeared on WNAX. It was one of the first radio stations that I performed live on, other than KWAT in Watertown, which goes back quite a ways. But anyway, I guess even 1953, when I appeared on WNAX, goes back quite a ways. It was a show called the Missouri Ballet Barn Dance. Anybody remember that show? Okay. They had a theme song went, we'll be back next Saturday night, Saturday night, Saturday night. We'll be back next Saturday night, the Missouri Valley Barn Dance. At the time, that was kind of a Grand Ol Opry show of the Midwest, so it was my pleasure when I was 14 years old to be on that show. We've traveled around a lot, as I've said, since that time, and certainly had a great time and worked with a lot of people. We've got some mighty fantastic, talented musicians on stage with us. We'd like to have you give us a nice round of applause for their fine talents. Mr. Jerry Hermas on the guitar, first picked with us way back in 1958. Back on the drums, Mr. Pete Peterson, ladies and gentlemen, very talented drummer. And we have a young man over on the bass that joined us about a year ago, and in addition to playing the bass, he also plays several other instruments, Mr. Chad Nelson. And the very lovely lady that's with our show, she and I are looking forward to celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary. That won't be for 16 years, however. But she joined our show back in 1980 and has appeared with us since that time. Originally, she was with her sister, Patty and Pam. Some of you might remember them. Patty now is working with the Lori Morgan Show under the name of Brittany Allen. This is my wife, Pam. A nice round of applause for Pam. Anybody that knows me very well knows that I love Hank Snow music, and we usually try to do a Hank Snow song every once in a while, but Pam doesn't share quite the same enthusiasm, having been a little bit younger than me. But nevertheless, she did come to me a couple years ago. She said, there's a Hank Snow song that I should be doing on the show, because we've traveled a long way together. So how about if I sing Everywhere? I've been everywhere, and it'll kind of tell about some of the places we've been. She said, after I've been to Polo, South Dakota, I guess I've been everywhere. places you haven't been.
I've been everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You know, everywhere we go, we always have the pleasure of meeting and getting to know new entertainers. And also, I always have in my memory one entertainer that was very special to me when I was about 10, 11 years old. She had a radio show in Watertown, South Dakota on KWAT, sponsored by the Farmers Union. And she developed quite a regional popular fan base as well, because she was a young lady that could really sing country music and really yodel. And she asked me to be a part of her show, and she had me on her show many times back when I was very young. And it's a real pleasure for me to welcome her to our show here at the State Fair. Her name back then was Teresa Schlinker. Came from a family of 18 out near Hazel, South Dakota, where I lived when I was very young. And now she's still singing those great songs that she used to back then. Thank you, Teresa, for having us on our show. And give Teresa Endress a great big warm welcome of applause.
Thank you very, very much. I want to congratulate Sherwin on his Sherwin Linton's Day by the governor, and I also am very honored that that I was able to inspire him a little bit with his music career, and he's become a great entertainer and has a super show. Thank you, Sherwin, for having me on today.
It's our pleasure.
I'd like to sing a song. Now, this is called He Taught Me to Yodel. Listen very carefully, because there's a lesson for anybody who'd like to learn how to yodel. I went across to Switzerland where all the yodelers meet and try to learn to yodel with the yodeler. Climbed a big high mountain on a clear and sunny day. Well, I fell in love with the yodeling guy and could not get away. He taught me to yodel. He taught me to yodel. to teach you how to yodel just like me. Well, it's easy while you're singing to go. Yodel-oo-dee. First you take a deep breath, exhale at 1, 2, 3, and then you'll hear the yodeling if you listen close to me. This is how you yodel. Odel-oo-dee, odel-oo-dee, odel-oo-dee. Yes, this is how you yodel. Did you get it? Well, if you thought that sounded rather difficult, this next part is very simple. Maybe you can catch on to this.
Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd also like to talk a little bit about our opportunities to have met young people and new people, just as Teresa gave us our first live exposure on the radio. It's always a pleasure through the years to meet new people in entertainment and new musicians and aspiring entertainers. And about a couple of years ago, we produced a talent contest, and a young man from Iowa won it. He played the fiddle, and he does a Cajun style of music, which is from Louisiana. And I just think he's tremendously talented. I think he will go on in his career to become nationally famous. And would you give him a great big round of applause? Make him welcome Chad Nelson.
Hey, diggy, diggy, now. Diggy, diggy, low, feel it blow. The feel don't know. The pop was cold and the cop was so. Diggy, diggy, down. Diggy, diggy, low. Diggy, diggy, down. Diggy, diggy, low. Everyone knew he was a bull by the hills and every show. So much love for diggy, diggy, low.
ladies and gentlemen. Wow, ain't that fantastic? We got anybody out here that has been married for a long time? Anybody been married a long time? Raise your hand if you've been married a long time. Anybody been married 50 years? 50? Back over there? And down here? Okay, 50 or more years. Okay, well, we got a special song that a friend of mine wrote for his parents for their 50th anniversary. And we're going to sing it especially for you folks that have been married for 50 years or more, and also for all the moms and dads from all the kids. Mom and Dad. With love that lasts forever, they've reached their golden years. The kids will all be with them to spend this day of cheer. Today we will remember all the good times that we've had. And the kids will say we love you, Mom and Dad. Yes, Daddy's hair is whiter now, all with a smile, it isn't gone. And Mama's back is bent some, but her faith is just as strong. For 50 years, they've worked in love and struggled side by side. And us kids can't help but feel a bursting pride. So when we sit down to dinner, and when we all say table grace, I know that we'll see tears of joy on our mother's face. And when the day is over, when it's time we all should go, we'll not soon forget this lovely day of Dad and Mother's home, and the many thousand memories of the good times that we've had, and the chance to say we love you, Mom and Dad. Yes, we love you, Mom and Dad, for the good times that we've had, and we want to just say thank you one more time. And on your special day, how we all would like to say how we honor, love, and cherish Mom and Dad. Yes, we love you very dearly, Mom and Dad. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. You know, a friend of mine named Johnny Bond gave me this about 30 years ago when we did a tour together. It was in the form of a poem. He said, if you can ever put an arrangement and some music to this, then it's yours, because you should have it and record it. It's about your home state or a town in it. I said, well, that's great. I love this. We finally got around to recording it and putting our music to it. The Deadwood Stage. Stage was running late, and I was wondering if I'd keep that date with a man I'd never even seen, but he was a killer and he was mean. Not long ago he'd been in our town and shot my two best buddies down. Then he mounted up and got away, but I found out where he was one day. He escaped to Deadwood, they said to me, so I sent word that's where I'd be. And I told him in a letter that I wrote that I'd have a rose pinned on my coat. That way he'd know me as I stepped out of the Deadwood stage as it pulled about. And I said, come shooting as straight as you can, because when the smoke clears away, only one of us will stand. Right in the Deadwood stage. Right in the Deadwood stage. But the Deadwood stage was late that day, so I spoke to the lady sitting across the way. The only woman passenger there, and she was a beauty beyond compare. Where are you going, my pretty miss? I'd have given my all those lips to kiss. To Deadwood, sir, to meet my man. Then she cooled herself with her dainty fan. I too go to Deadwood, a man to meet. Only our meeting will take place in the street. Oh, the showdown, she softly said. And the driver shouted, Deadwood ahead. Supposing your man and mine were the same, would you still go ahead with your dangerous game? Don't worry, says I, could never be. Ours are two different men, you'll see. But if by chance it should happen to be, please, sir, don't take my lover from me. Lady, please, I have a job to do. Don't worry, your man and mine make two. Right in the Deadwood stage. Right in the Deadwood stage. All out for Deadwood, the wheels skidded on the ground, and I noticed a lot of people standing all around. She stepped out of that stage and with arms so fair, embraced the gentleman standing there. Oh, it was him all right, I knew it well. The same one that I'd sworn I'd send to hell. But he didn't know if I was the one who'd warned him I was coming to my gun. But if he sees me, he's sure to tell by this flower that I pinned on my lapel. So I whispered, dear God, revenge is yours, I suppose. And I reached up and slowly removed the rope. Right in the Deadwood stage. 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 All right, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Now that's a neat video camera you got there, and you're also wearing a Sherwin Linton baseball cap. Are you kind of proud of that? Okay, if you put the camera down just a little bit, I just wondered, you look like you could be a cowboy. Maybe, is this your wife here? This is Connie, right? All right. Yeah, this is Mel and Connie Wohlers, who were presidents of our fan club for a long time and been all over from Nashville to many places to see us. And anyway, there was a famous song written about Mel and Connie when their doctor delivered their first child. He wrote a song, went, come to be my Mel and Connie's baby. Remember that? Anyway, if you just set that down just a second, I'd like to, have you ever thought about being a cowboy?
Well, I rode a few horses in my day.
You did. You were able to hang on, right? Okay. Okay. Could I just borrow this Sherwin Linton hat here? I mean, we got those on our souvenir table, but I just got the urge to put one on and wear it myself as long as Sherwin Linton Day here, right? And maybe you could put my cowboy hat on and see how you'd look as a cowboy. All right. Yeah, stand up there so I'd like to see you. Look pretty darn good, I'd say. Get a picture of it. All right. Now I'm going to show you how that song, The Deadwood Stage, could have sounded if we would just give it a little bit more of a contemporary arrangement. thank you very much. I bet you that'll be the last time you ever let me borrow your hat. All right, thank you very much. You know, country music takes a lot of changes down through the years, but every once in a while it gets back to reality and they realize down in Nashville that people really do like real country music. And that's why a song like the one Pam is going to sing became such a big hit last year. The #1 song throughout the country in 1996. Here's Pam to sing Blue.
The sweet words you